We all use GenAI-based solutions today for our day-to-day activities. Along with its the content generation capabilities, one of the biggest features all these GenAI solutions offer is having the access to internet, so that you can actually use the latest information in internet to generate information for you. Having this kind of a capability in your automation solutions, basically GenAI based automation solutions, had different complexities before. How you could have done it? Maybe you could have used UI automation or use any other means or use a third party tool to connect to internet and get this access. But with the latest capabilities of the UiPath GenAI activities, having access to internet and scraping the internet has become very easy. This has never been easy in automation solutions before. Welcome to my channel, and this is the topic that we are going to talk about today. If this is the first time you are looking into this video, I have explained in a previous video about this GenAI activities and what it does in the UiPath platform to create GenAI based content. So you can always refer to those videos if this is the first time and you can get more understanding and then always come back to this video. Let's get started. This documentation that you see on the screen is about the GenAI activities. So in the GenAI activity package or the integration services, or in the integration services, we have the GenAI activity package. And in here, these are all the activities this package offers. As a part of that, we can see three interesting activities: the web search, web summary, and the web reader. So these are the three magical activities that's going to provide us this capability. Let's first look at what these activities are and then get to the studio to see how these things work. Web search. This is about an activity that you can use to create a search result summary. Just like how you get in your Google or Bing search, when you do a search, you get a list of links and a little summary of what it is about. Similar to that, this activity can provide you such information. Basically, based on your query, it will give you certain results, which you can use to query and read more or basically get more information from those links. So that is a web search, just like how we do a manual search. Web reader. This is another interesting activity, as I mentioned before. In this, the input that you need to provide is the URL, and it will actually scrape all the information, the digitally available information, and give it to you in a structured format. So basically, it's like you go to a website and do select all and copy kind of a thing, but it gives you the results in a much more structured and a easy to follow way. So it has this capability inbuilt where it will provide all the readable content. This is helpful for you to, go to a website and get everything that's available in that website. Now the web summary, and this is a very interesting activity. So in the web search, it gives you the search results. In the web reader, it will go to a website and scrape all the information from it. But the web summary is something different. You can actually think of the web summary as a mini agent in a way. The reason why I'm saying that is what's required as the input for the web summary is actually a search query. A normal search query, it's just like what we enter into a Google search. And this web summary, what it will do, it will query the internet, it will find related websites, extract the information, and it will also generate a nice summary of all the information along with the citations and give it to you. So it's not like scraping data and giving it in its raw form. You can actually tell this web summary activity how you want that data, and it will do the search and present it to you in a nice way. So it does a lot of things in the background. And with this web summary, you need to keep this as a special note. This guy offers near real-time data. So it has a little bit of time sensitivity that you need to consider depending on your use cases. So these are the three activities. Let's see now how these things work. And I'm in the UiPath Studio now. In this, I'm using the UiPath GenAI activities, which comes as a part of the integration service activities, where I need to create a connection and then use it. So these are our three activities here. So let's start with the web search. I'm going to add this activity here, and the moment you place it, it will connect to my GenAI connection that I have created in the integration service and give you this interface. So as of now, they have this Google custom search as the search engine. And for this search, this is where we need to provide the query that you're going to search. So maybe just to get started, let's maybe ask about what are AI agents. This is one of the very interesting topic these days. So let's see what this guy can give us. And we get the output in two different formats. One is a formatted string, and the other one is a much more structured format where we can actually access individual elements easily. So let's create these two variables and see how this looks like. So I'm going to say web search formatted string so that I can easily refer it. For this one, I would say web search structure. Now I want to run this in the debug mode so that I can actually explore the content in these activities. So to help me do that, let me place maybe a simple right line just below this so that I can add a breakpoint so we can explore the content. I'm not going to write anything here. It's just to have a breakpoint, and let's run it and see. So as you see, my query is what are AI agents, and let's see what it will generate for me. So the search has started and we have reached the breakpoint. Let's explore our variables. So the first one is the web search string. So as I mentioned before, this looks, I'm sure you all can relate to the structure. This is very similar to a Google search where you have some title, the URL, and a small snippet of what is available in that link. So you can see it has a lot of links related to what are AI agents. We can even manually go to these links and see what this content is about. But so you can see how easy it is now to actually access the internet to get more content for your GenAI workflows or your agents. So this is one of the interesting things. So this is a string, but you can see it has like groups of data. Every group has the title, URL, and snippet. So I need to have an easy way of accessing these things. That is where that other output is coming into action. So if you see here, it has the same data, but in a structured way. So it has the formatted results, the same thing that we saw before, but down here, we can actually access these results through a separate option. So how can I do this? We can actually, we can go to the immediate panel. We can say web search structured dot, and here are the two options. If we want just the string, we can get the formatted results. Or if we want to access the individual results, we can go to results. Since it's a list, as you saw before, can give the index and access the snippet, title, or the URL. So let's say the title. And there you go. So this is how we easily access the information that's given to you from the web search. Isn't that awesome to have this kind of a feature in your GenAI-based solutions? So that's the first activity. Now, the second one. The second one is the web reader. So let's actually get one of these links that we got, and we'll actually do a scraping and see. So let's see what I can find in our first URL. So let's pick this one. Maybe we can actually see what's the content here. Let's go to a page. Okay, so in this link here we have is about AI agents. It has some information what are agents and a lot of information. So let's see how this can actually scrape this information for us through the web reader. Let's stop the run. Okay, so let's start with the web reader. Let's find this activity. So I'm going to go here and get the web reader over here. For the time being, let's comment our web search. So I can only run this one. And for the web reader, we also have another search engine. It's called Gina. That's what they offer for the time being. And here we need to pass the URL. So let's copy our URL from this place and place it here. The output of the web reader is just text. So let's say web reader text is my variable, and let's give it a run and see. So the execution has started. Let's give it a few seconds so that we can see the results. Okay. And this is our variable web reader text. And as we saw in the actual web page, we have similar information, AI agents, what they are, and so on. And we saw this title, and you can see the information is presented in a very structured form. So basically, all the content that was there in that web page, it's all here. So what you can do with this information is you can actually use this information and use it as the context for your response generation, basically for the query that you need this information as the context. So using this approach, you can actually get a lot of information from the internet. In this website, they also offer, so basically these web pages can also have links to other websites or other pages in the same website. So all that information is also captured. So if you can find a way to actually extract these links, you can even expand your search using these activities. So these are some interesting capabilities. It's endless. Basically, you get more information and you can capture key information and you can expand your search by using these kind of capabilities. And the third one is the web summary. Now, this is the interesting one. Okay, I will comment the web reader as well. And now let's use the web summary. For the web summary, again, it also has a search engine. Now, these search engines are not like Google, Bing, it's something different. They use different connectors. So for the time being, it's Perplexity. If you want to know what this connection is, it's there in the documentation. So you can see currently the search engine is Perplexity AI. If you want to know more, you can actually click on that and it takes you to that link where you can read more and understand more on how these things work. So let's see. Web summary. We have the search engine, and here we can actually specify the search. So previously, when we did the web search, we actually gave a search saying what are AI agents. And I want to do the same search, but I will also add something extra here. I want this information to be presented in a nice way. Let's say I want to create a simple article kind of a structure. So maybe we can say what are AI agents? I want the information. So I need the introduction. What are AI agents? Benefits of agents, and then a simple conclusion, for example. So I'm doing a search, and whatever the result it can extract, I want that information in a structured form. So let's see what this guy can do for us. And we have three outputs for this. Again, a structured output, a very special data type. So let's create a variable, web summary, I would say structured. And we also have the citations. This is where I can actually get the sources it referred to generate this data. Um, so I will say citations, and then this is my output, web summary. So these are the three variables, and let's have a look. Let's give it a couple of seconds. Okay, so the execution has ended, and let's see our variables. So the web summary is structured. Let's check this one. So as I mentioned before, here we have access to all the information. Here are the citations. So it has generated it has basically referred to five websites. As of now, I only see this limit. Like it always gives you five links. I'm sure they will work on some enhancements here. But here we can see the URLs it actually referred to. A Wikipedia page and some ServiceNow, maybe a blog or something. Yeah, again, it's here and all this information. And next is our summary. So as you saw before, I asked the question and I also wanted this information in a specific structure. So based on all this info, it has presented this information in this structure to me so that I can use it in my workflows. And as before, again, we have these options to individually access these elements. So let me show you how to do that before looking into other variables. So let's say web summary structured dot. And if I say citations, I can get access to the citations, or else if I say response, I can actually see the response here. So that way you can easily access all of this information without doing a lot of logic building. And let's let's explore the other one. You can also get the citations separately if needed. So only those links will be available here. That option is also there. And the web search, the summary is also there as a separate variable. It's the same exact thing, it's just given to you in three different formats. So whatever is easy to use in your workflow, you can easily use it. So these are three interesting activities, and you can see how powerful this web access capability that UiPath is offering as a part of their GenAI activity package, and how powerful this can be when you integrate this in your automation workflows to basically do a lot of content generation related activities where you need the latest information. That being said, this gives you a task. You have to explore these capabilities. There are so many new things available out there, and every day there's something new, and it's our responsibility in a way to actually explore all these things and get ourselves familiarized, because there's so much demand for all these things, and we need to know how to use these capabilities, when to use it, and how to integrate these things in wherever is required. So these are very basic video to show the capability of this web access capability that UiPath is offering. I'm thinking of another follow-up video just along this same topic, where I want to use these three magical activities to actually build something nice. Stay tuned for that. And in the meantime, if you have any questions, concerns, you know where to place it. Put it in the comment section, or you can always reach out to me directly on WhatsApp or over LinkedIn, any social media platform, and I'm always there to help. That's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next follow-up. Happy automation and take care.